Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben from JBM Sports Media coming at you guys with our NBA award predictions. Look, it's been a long time coming for this video. Trust and believe, I get that. The NBA season starts tomorrow. There's a lot of hype and excitement going into it, rightfully so. I'm so excited to watch my Bucks again. But right here, not even going to drag the intro, we have our NBA award predictions from MVP to DPOY to Rookie of the Year to Sixth Man of the Year to Most Improved to Coach of the Year. Also, Clutch Player of the Year. Didn't forget about that. They just don't have it at the Perry Pick'em website. But let's go into it straight without a doubt, starting off with MVP. First and foremost, let's look at some odds right here for MVP, shall we? All right, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the odds-on favorite on FanDuel. This is per FanDuel. To repeat, he's at plus 160. Jokic is behind him at plus 300. Luka coming in third at plus 400. Look, I got to be honest with you guys. No matter which way you guys see it, oops, my fault. No matter which way you guys see it, I think there's really only two. SGA or Jokic. Either SGA is going to repeat or Jokic. I keep picking Luka for MVP, and it just never happens. So guess what? I'm not going to continue that trend this year. I actually think we're going to have a fourth-time MVP this year, and that's going to be Nikola Jokic. I think Jokic, as long as the Nuggets are a second seed, maybe even potentially competing for the first seed in the West, I think Jokic is going to win his fourth MVP. I think there was a little bit of voter fatigue last year that didn't allow him to win his fourth MVP. Guess what? That's not going to be an issue this year because Shai won it last year. Jokic will get his fourth MVP. As long as he's producing anywhere from like 30-10-8 or 30-10-9, I think he's going to win MVP. I think that guy is phenomenal. He's the best basketball player in the world. Jokic, fourth MVP. All right, let's get to Defensive Player of the Year because I think this award race for Defensive Player of the Year is going to be pretty clear cut. Pretty clear cut. Wembanyama, brought to you by FanDuel, is the odds-on favorite at minus 185. Chet coming in behind at second. Amen Thompson, third at plus 1,500. Wow. Evan Mobley, who just won Defensive Player of the Year, at plus 1,500 as well. Gotta love some love for my boy AD at plus 1,800. Yeah, man. I don't know. I personally, and this is just me, but I don't see a way that this award isn't won by none other than Victor Wembanyama. I gotta be honest. I think Wemby's gonna win his first DPOY of many in his career, because as long as this guy stays healthy, he meets the threshold, he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year for a few years to come. So, yeah, give me Wembanyama, no doubt about that. Let's get into the Rookie of the Year race. This one I'm actually not even going to bring up the FanDuel odds because I think this is another one that's clear cut. I don't know how you can't pick Cooper Flagg. Me personally, I love Ace Bailey. I think he's going to generate some good amount of shots in Utah. And, will he be as efficient? Probably not. But I do like Ace Bailey, but I think it's clear cut, man, because the Mavericks are not going to be a bad team as well. You got to think about it like that. They're going to be competing day in and day out. And I think that's what's going to matter. I think I see Cooper Flagg averaging anywhere from 18 to 19 points. As long as him and AD are healthy until Kyrie comes back, I think that's going to be major. They need to both stay healthy until Kai comes back. Which Kyrie, I think, will come back maybe February or March. That's what's going to make this team super fun because they do have a good amount of depth. They have D'Lo, obviously. They brought in D'Lo. They have P.J. Washington, Gafford, Lively. Will they maybe trade a big to bring a 3-and-D player? I don't know. Max Christie off the bench as well. I really like Max Christie, to be honest. I think that was a great acquisition from that Luka trade. I think that one's going to pay off a little bit more in the long run. But regardless, we're going to keep moving. Next, we have Sixth Man of the Year. I actually will bring the odds up for this one. Here you go. We got Sixth Man right here. Naz Reid at plus 950 seemed to be the favorite, but not really even favorite if you look at it. Hunter, Josh Hart, Tari Eason, John Collins, I actually kind of like that at plus 1,500. That's interesting. All right. So looking at that, all right. I don't know. I kind of have two in mind. I low-key like the plus 1,500 for John Collins. I got to be honest. I low-key like that. But I love Mike Brown in the way that he's going to coach this team. Which one is it going to be? I got to go with my boy Josh Hart. Guys. I think Josh Hart's going to win Sixth Man of the Year. I think the way that they're going to implement him off the bench, perfect. I think that's actually a brilliant idea by Mike Brown. Hopefully they stick to that, especially because Thibodeau was out there burning these guys last year, in regular season games. It could have been against the Wizards. These guys are going out there competing their asses off full time, especially a guy like Josh Hart. Him coming off the bench, I could see his productivity going up, his efficiency going up. I actually really like this pick, Sixth Man of the Year, Josh Hart. All right, let's go into Most Improved Player of the Year. All right, let's pull it up right here. I'm pretty sure this is it. Oh, no, this is defensive player of the year. There we go. There we go. We got most improved. I'll get out the way. Amen Thompson, the favorite at plus 850. Josh Giddey showing some love to Giddey at plus 1200. Mathurin. I think this is going to be an interesting pick if you do pick Mathurin because obviously the Halliburton injury, Turner not being there no more. Who's going to step up on the Pacers along with Siakam? That's a very good point. I really do like this Shaedon Sharpe, man. I really do like Shaedon Sharpe. I know he just got extended. Congrats to him. This is interesting. Buzelis, people are showing Buzelis love. Look, I'll go back on the screen real quick. 1 second. There you go. Most improved. I don't know. I think I'm going back and forth with it. Like at real time, obviously, as I'm recording this, I'm still low-key going back. I'm going back and forward because I had my pick originally, and I know my pick, but I low-key like going with a dark horse as well. How about this? I'm going to throw you guys a dark horse pick. I don't mind it whatsoever, throwing a dark horse pick out here. Shaedon Sharpe. I really like Shaedon Sharpe. I think he's going to have another good year with the Trailblazers. He finished off strong in March, but I can't go with Shaedon Sharpe as my actual pick. My actual pick is actually going to be none other than a Thompson, bro. Amen Thompson. Now that VanVleet's out, I think, him handling the ball, that's going to take a step forward this year. I think he's going to be put in a situation now where it's going to increase his development now with VanVleet being out. And I think it's going to help him in the long run. I love Amen Thompson for most improved player. I could see if you go Buzelis for a sneaky dark horse. I have loved what I've seen from Buzelis in preseason so far. I wouldn't mind that. If you guys go Buzelis as a true dark horse, that'd actually be pretty fun. Coach of the year. All right, let's get into coach of the year right here. All right, let me get off the screen real quick. Perfect. Mosley right now, favorite at plus 600, followed by Quinn Snyder from the Hawks. Obviously, they had a great offseason. JB Bickerstaff from the Pistons, Mike Brown, Udoka, Tyronn Lue. All right. So let's think about it like this. How much does a team have to improve for you to win Coach of the Year? Obviously, the Magic were the 7 seed. If they go to the 2 seed or the 3 seed, I don't see a way Mosley doesn't win it. I low-key love some love for Quinn Snyder because I think the Hawks are going to improve big time. It's between Snyder and Mosley for me. And I think at the end of the day, this might be crazy, but I think I'm going to go with Snyder. I think I'm going to go with Snyder because I think the Hawks are going to improve. I can see the Hawks finishing from anywhere to 5th and 6th in the conference. I think at the end of the day as well, they did the right moves in the offseason. It's time to see it play out. And I think with Quinn Snyder, they will play out. I think they will play out. Yeah, I'm going to go with Quinn Snyder. So far, these are my lists right here for NBA award predictions. I think I'm going to hit in all of these. At least if I could get 4 out of 6 right here, at least 4 out of 6. Yeah, I think that'll be the goal, 4 out of 6 for sure. Clutch player of the year. I know I don't have the odds for it. I know it's not on the website, but I'm going to go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will win clutch player of the year this year. You can book it. You can say whatever you want. I feel like there's not going to be a repeat. I know Steph's won it. Did Fox win it too, I think? There's not going to be a repeat, basically. I don't think Steph's going to win it again or nobody else that's won it previously. I think right here we're going to have SGA winning clutch player of the year. Regardless, let's go over the picks one more time. MVP, I got Jokic winning his 4th MVP. Defensive player of the year, I got Victor Wembanyama winning his first nod at defensive player of the year. Cooper Flag winning rookie of the year. Josh Hart in that newly implemented Mike Brown system winning 6th man of the year. Most improved, won by a Thompson twin, Amendo in Houston. Coach of the year, Quinn Snyder from the Hawks. Like I said, it went back and forth between Quinn Snyder and Mosley. I went with Snyder. If you go Mosley, I totally understand because I think the Magic are going to have a jump as well. But these are my picks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of them. Let me know in the comments your guys' picks. And as always, make sure you guys subscribe and like to JBM Sports Media for daily sports content.